Ryan Phillippe's model ex files a lawsuit accusing him of brutally beating her in a drunken rage. We have details, plus how the actor is responding.
Kevin Hart's wife stands by her man amid the comedian's bizarre extortion scandal that allegedly includes a sexually provocative video of Hart.
A woman fakes a seizure to escape a would-be mugger who tried to rob her.
Plus, Sterling K. Brown celebrates his Emmy win by showing off his abs on the set of This Is Us.
And we'll tell you why Drake got a tattoo of Denzel Washington.
You are not the father.
And can you believe it's been 20 years of outrageous DNA and lie detector tests on the Maury Povich show? Maury is here live to talk all about it today on People Now.
I could watch Maury all day long. Couldn't be more excited that he is here. Good morning, guys. Facebook Live, People.com. Welcome to People Now. We have a packed show for you today, including details on Drake's shocking, maybe surprising new tattoo of Denzel Washington. And in honor of his fresh ink, we want to know if you had to choose, what celeb would you want tattooed forever on your body? It's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know your answers in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Ryan Phillippe's ex-girlfriend, Elsie Hewitt, filed a lawsuit Monday against the actor for allegedly kicking, punching, and throwing her down the stairs. The 21-year-old model filed a civil suit against the 43-year-old actor, claiming that he got violent after the pair had a fight on July 3rd. In court documents obtained by People, the model claims after a party Phillippe had left earlier, after, quote, being ignored by Hewitt, she went to Phillippe's house with a friend to pack up her things in the early hours of July 4th, and the physical altercation ensued. However, a source close to the actor tells People, quote, Ryan did not lay a hand on her. He wants to clear all of this up, and he will. Hewitt supplied a number of photographs of bruising she claims was from Phillippe throwing her downstairs. In court documents filed Monday, the claim reads, he grabbed Hewitt's upper arm so tightly that his grip left heavy bruises on her arm hours later. He then braced his body and violently threw her down his staircase as hard as he could. The model claims that she suffered chest wall pain, abrasions, and severe bruising. She's asking for no less than $1 million. Hewitt also alleges that she saw Phillippe, quote, repeatedly abusing legal and illegal drugs, including, without limitation, cocaine, ecstasy, psychedelic mushrooms, and steroids. She also alleges that he mixed these drugs with excessive alcohol, but a source close to the actor claims it was the model who was under the influence and says it was Hewitt who, quote, physically attacked Ryan, caused a scene, and refused to leave his home. A spokesperson for the LAPD confirmed to People that officers made a report into the alleged attack and granted Hewitt an emergency protective order, but the order expired July 12th. On Monday afternoon, Hewitt spoke out, posting a selfie with a caption that said, in part, I'm a very private person, but there are some tribulations I've been facing recently, so I wanted to say thank you guys for your love, thank you to those who have been there for me, and thank you for those in my life who haven't, for teaching me a good lesson. Stay on People.com as this story continues to develop. Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife and family seems to have worked. The comedian's pregnant wife, Nico Parrish, was seen still wearing her wedding ring days after an alleged extortion attempt prompted Hart to issue a mea culpa on Instagram. Parrish appeared to be wearing both her engagement and wedding rings on her way to take her dog to the vet in Los Angeles on Sunday. Hart asked his wife and children for forgiveness in that Instagram video, claiming that there was someone who was trying to make, quote, financial gain from his misbehavior. In the emotional apology video's caption, Hart promised, quote, I gotta do better, and I will. Reports surfaced over the weekend that federal officials are investigating an alleged blackmail attempt that reportedly includes a, quote, sexually provocative video of Hart. TMZ reports FBI agents know the identity of a person who allegedly demanded money to not leak that video. Meanwhile, a source tells People that Parrish is aware that Kevin has been accused of being a ladies' man, but says, quote, she doesn't care. He is her husband, and he always comes to her. And that, quote, there is absolutely no divorce talk as she continues to support her husband. Watch.
So you can leave whenever, or is it a specific date?
End of June.
My due date is July 12th. You're more than likely gonna miss out on the birth.
Well, after a drama-filled baby shower, it looks like there's more bad news for Teen Mom 2 star Brianna. On last night's episode, Brianna's baby daddy ex, Louis, revealed that he would probably miss the birth of their child, Stella, because he had to attend school to become a truck driver. Brianna stayed mostly cool in the moment, but later became angry that Louis would wait so long to go to school, knowing that her due date was approaching fast. Meanwhile, last night, a court ruled on Janelle's custody battle with her mom, Barbara, over Janelle's son, Jace. Things did not go in Janelle's favor. She lost custody of Jace to her mom, being awarded only visitation days with her son. Janelle says this was the final straw and that she doesn't consider Barbara as her mom anymore because she, quote, has completely ruined our relationship. But it wasn't all bad news in Teen Mom land. Last night, with the support of her kids, Leah Messer decided to dip her toes back into the dating world for the first time since her divorce from her ex Jeremy, joining a dating app and even going on a date in last night's episode. To be fair, the date was so awkward, we don't think she'll be seeing that guy again anytime soon, but good for you, Leah, for getting back in the game. Well, guys, this story has been going viral, and for good reason. Get this, a San Francisco woman fakes a seizure to escape a would-be mugger who tried to rob her via a note. Now police are searching for the would-be mugger, identified as a woman, after she allegedly left that San Francisco train commuter a threatening note demanding that she hand over her wallet and phone on Saturday. The note read, "There are 2 guns pointed at you now. If you want to live, hand back your wallet and phone now, and do not turn around and be discreet. Do not turn around until after you have left Civic Center, and you will live." Well, the attempted robbery took place on a Bay Area rapid transit train, and video surveillance showed the suspect seated behind the victim, who later identified herself as Julie Dragland, who was sitting alone, according to a press release by the BART Police Department. 32-year-old Dragland told the San Francisco Chronicle that when she read the note, she started freaking out, and that she didn't want to give up her things, but she had no idea who was behind her. So she told the Chronicle that she mouthed, "Help me," to a man standing near her, but she realized she'd have to think of something else when he walked off the train. So Dragland began simulating a seizure, telling the Chronicle, quote, "I probably looked very ridiculous. I slumped sideways and started shaking and crying. I closed my eyes and increased the vigor so people would pay attention." Well, when a couple approached her to check on her, she handed them the note. She told the Chronicle about it. It was at that time that police say the suspect walked off the train. And according to authorities, there was no indication that the suspect had weapons on her. Dragland said she would not press charges if the suspect was found. And when asked how she came up with the idea of faking a seizure, this is my favorite part, she said, "I think it had something to do with watching a lot of Law and Order. I think I saw that in an episode. I was very impressed with myself."
Wow.
I'm also very impressed.
That is a crazy story, and she was really quick to think of that.
With thinking, and it worked.
I know.
Wow, glad
Good for
she's
her.
okay.
I
yeah.
know. Let's check in with Facebook Live. I don't know if I can recover from that. In honor of Drake's newest Ink of Oscar winner, Denzel Washington, we're talking what celeb you would get tattooed on your body.
This is a tough one.
I know. Edward says Jennifer Lopez for sure. Edward knows.
Okay,
Not
Edward.
tough for him.
Sharon says Derek Jeter and or Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Bridget says Willie Nelson.
I think I'd get Dwayne The Rock Johnson's chest and abs tattooed, like overlaid onto me.
Man, I'm indecisive. I would regret it no matter what. Maybe Emma Stone or something.
Emma, there you go. Keep the Facebook comments coming in. Let us know who you'd want tattooed on your body.
And where?
We'll check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, Jeremy, that is correct. We are kicking off Star Trek with some fresh news from the one and only Champagne Pappy. Well, looks like rapper Drake has a brand new set of ink, and we are absolutely loving it. So early this week, Drake's longtime tattoo artist shared his latest creation on Instagram, posting an image of Drizzy's newest tat in honor of Oscar-winning actor Denzel Washington. The fresh ink seems to be inspired by the actor's award-winning performance in Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues. Gotta say, guys, we can really see the resemblance there. Looks great. Well, besides Denzel, Drake also received a second tattoo in honor of his late friend who was tragically murdered last week in Toronto. Drake shared the sad news on Instagram, writing it was an honor to have experienced many years with his friend. Well, Sterling K. Brown has the abs and the Emmy. The winner returned to the set of the NBC drama This Is Us on Monday and greeted the hair and makeup departments with his new trophy, and they gleefully shared his pecs off on their own accounts. Well, lucky for his crew, Sterling has shared shirtless pics before, and when he first showed off his physique a couple months ago, he told people back then he was hitting the gym hard and getting his sweat on at least 5 days a week, even when his work schedule doesn't always give him the time to do so. Well, Sterling, seems like you're finding time to me. I am sure your crew is very happy. Looking good. Another person that's looking very good, Tamra, we are loving the hair. The Real Housewives of Orange County star is showing off her new do. The 50-year-old reality star cut off her trademark long blonde locks in favor of a shorter, edgier look. Judge and her stylist Julius Michael spoke to People before the housewife appeared on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live on Monday night, and Tamra revealed her hairstylist set her straight. Basically, what my hairstylist did was, you need to cut that hair, we need to go shorter. I said, I just cut it to the mid-length, you need to let me have baby steps. The The star went on to say she didn't quite know what to expect, revealing, he said, "No, we're gonna give a statement tonight." So I just let him do it. He took me away from the mirror. Well, despite her initial reluctance, Judge was ultimately convinced to let go of her long hair, documenting the process on social media, writing, "I'm scared Michael just scalped me and he won't let me see until he's done." As for Michael, who's been styling Judge's hair for over 7 years, the haircut was long overdue. He tells People, "It was time. It's fresh and hot, and Tamara's had long hair, I think, every season she's been on Real Housewives of Orange County, and now she has to rock a whole new look." Well, we agree, loving the new hair at Tamara. All right, watch this.
I do everything in my life for my kids and for my husband, but this is an opportunity for me to kind of do something for myself. Baby's napping, so mommy can dance. Get my coffee. Do you need anything?
Don't digress into mommyhood. This isn't mommy time.
Oh,
You guys need
so I'm gonna get my
anything?
coffee.
Anybody need to wipe some butts?
It's about me.
Looks like Mama's getting her groove back. A Monday night's season premiere of Dancing with the Stars, the actress and TV host made her official debut performing a mom-themed dance to Kesha's Women. The electric cha-cha began with Lachey pushing a bedazzled black stroller before pro partner Max Schmarkowski placed a baby doll into the carriage. Well, following the sexy performance, Judge Bruno Tonioli could not contain his excitement, exclaiming, "That's a yummy mummy with a sexy carriage." Vanessa received rave reviews from all three of the judges, scoring an impressive 21 out of 30. And as for hubby Nick Lachey, the former 98 Degrees frontman, had nothing but great things to say about his baby mama's performance, gushing, "I thought Mama killed it. She rocked the whole thing." Although Nick and his pro-partner, Peter Murgatroyd, received 3 points less than Vanessa and Max, the competing couples maintained their friendly competition. Max adding, "It's about peace and love." Cannot argue with that. All right, now watch this.
The intentions were good, but the execution needed much more attack.
Oh, that's a bad news kind of thing.
All right, yeah. Well, let's see if it gets any better with the scores.
Looks like the shark is getting very handsy. Barbara Corcoran got up close and personal with pro partner Keo Motsepe during Monday night's season 25 premiere, strategically placing her left hand right on Motsepe's upper thigh, where it remained throughout the judges' critiques and scores. The pair, who danced a golden glittery cha-cha, received a meek 14 out of 30, but it looks like the real estate mogul is still very happy with her partner. In a video package before the dance, Barbara gushed over Keo's good look, saying, "Keo is my type. He's ripped, he's young. I'm going to be the envy of all my girlfriends when I get home." She went on to joke about fellow shark Robert Herjavec's marriage with his dancing partner, hilariously revealing, "I hope Keo and I have the happy ending that Robert and Kim had." This is amazing. Keep doing you, Barbara. I love it. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Stay with us, guys. We are live with the king of the DNA test, Maury Povich. He is dishing on his most shocking Maury Show moments from the last 20 years. You do not want to miss this. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Ah, smells good in here. We're not gonna play. Smells like New Year's Day.
What can we do?
Dad's gonna do it. Dad's gonna do it. Well,
This is your paper, this is mine.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we've got 5 samples. If I take the whiskey here, take the whiskey.
What is
and
that?
this is whiskey. You pour it into the glasses in front of you.
Oh, we're not going to drink all of this, are we?
Yes.
What's mine?
We're gonna do this one together, okay?
So once you've put them all in, the idea is through a combination of nosing and tasting is decide which ones you like the best. And then start to mix them so that you've got 200 mils of whiskey to take home with you.
Okay. He explained how you taste the scotch. You know, you sniff it, you chew on it.
Want to smell with me? Do you like it?
Are you ready?
Hey, when in Scotland, you know, show your kids how to make scotch.
Hey, Yeah, there you go. Seems like a practical thing to do, right? That's your exclusive sneak peek at the supersized 2-hour season premiere of TLC's The Little Couple. Now, besides featuring the Klein family's epic trip to Scotland, the season 9 premiere will also include a 1-hour special following former Houstonian Bill Klein as he heads back to the city to pitch in with Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Now, both Jen and Bill are former longtime residents of Houston. Certainly great to see them helping out, and we can't wait to tune into that new season.
This Indian peasant. Or we will have you certified insane.
That's Eddie Izzard as Bertie, Prince of Wales, in a scene from the highly anticipated Victoria and Abdul, which is out September 22nd. Bertie is the son of Queen Victoria, who's played by Dame Judi Dench. Now, Eddie has been very outspoken about his journey as a transgender person. He gave us his take on the Trump administration's recent transgender military ban and the ongoing struggle of the trans community. Watch.
This is just a phase. This is just a phase. In Britain, we had a woman called Margaret Thatcher. She came out with negative legislation against the gay community. I think it was Clause 28 it was called. And then that time passed and that was repealed and we moved forward. If you look to the history of time, things go backwards, and I feel that there's a certain president taking things backwards as regards humanity. We're all human beings. We need to live and let live. Love is the strongest thing in the world. Hatred is now being put out as an idea. Why don't we build walls, run and hide, hate these people, say horrible things about the Mexicans? Why not just try and make the entire world work? Because we better do it this century, because I think this is a very key century for us, 21st century. We've got to make it a fair world for 7 billion people on the earth. And separating, pulling back, saying these people are horrible, these people are horrible, that's not going to make humanity progress.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
When it comes to 1-month-old Tegan, Chad, you are the father. And when it comes to 1-month-old Peyton, Chad, you are not the father.
Yeah, jaws dropping, twins with 2 different baby daddies. A shocking storyline fit for the Maury Show. It's our Toyota People Pick of the Day here live to break down 20 years, yes, 20 years of the show. It's the one and only Maury Povich. Thank you for being here.
Jeremy, nice to be with you,
Yeah,
Andrea.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for coming. Okay, let's get right into it. Now, I know the twins with 2 different fathers is one of your personal most shocking stories.
Yes.
It happened twice.
Twice.
In the 20 years of doing the show.
And the first time, that was the second time it happened, the clip you just saw, but the first time it happened, I didn't believe it. I mean,
it's like, how can that even be real, right?
Well, yeah, and I looked at my staff right on the set, and I said, that's impossible. Did I read something wrong? I said, no, with fraternal twins, it is possible to have 2 fathers, and it's like the scientists say, the doctors say it's 1,000,000 to 1 shot, and it came in twice on my show.
Yeah, right. Incredible. So this is a question, a huge question that fans always have. We need to know, are the guests actually all real?
Of course.
Okay, there's always that thought. You watch it, it's like, okay.
No.
These people.
No, this is not Springer.
Yeah, okay, right.
I mean, Jerry and I have known each other a long time.
Yeah.
And I love his honesty. He says his show is wrestling.
Yeah.
My show is not wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, my show is for real.
Yeah.
And these people, we check them out because, I mean, I operate like a newsroom. We have 7 production teams, and they look at these stories. They check them out back in their hometowns. They talk to their friends. They talk to their family members, and this is real stuff.
Now, after all these years, does it ever shock you that these people are willing to air their dirty laundry out on TV?
Well, I wonder about that. You know, people say, well, why would they do that? And I say, basically, I think they find that there's a safe place on the show, and I offer them that, and they unburden themselves. They think that maybe after the show, if there's a lot of baggage before the show, in other words, I've been cheating on my woman, I've done all this, maybe if it can all come out,
it can be dealt with, right? Like, and move on.
They can start again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, it's a safe place for that. It's also a place for shocking things. And you have a very special guest, Martina from Germany, who's going to be on your show coming up, tomorrow, I think, or this week. She wanted to be an African American and has been changing her skin color to get her body changed. Yeah, tell us about this and what we can expect here.
That's the way she started out on the left. She's from Germany.
Yeah.
And then she decided that she wanted to be.
She altered her body tremendously.
She injected her, in every way. And so I said to her on the show, I said, color is more than skin deep. I mean, you just can't change your color and expect to be a black person and expect to be an African. And then she said to me, she says, well, she wants to go to Africa because she hears the food is good.
Oh, man. Well, that is certainly going to get a lot of people talking. No doubt about it. We're already talking. But we want to get your opinion on this as well. Totally different thing here. But celebrity Kevin Hart has been airing his dirty laundry lately, whether he likes it or not. He's kind of come forward with this whole alleged extortion attempt. He's fessed up publicly with a video kind of acknowledging some things and asking for his wife's forgiveness, his family's forgiveness. Do you think he's doing the right thing by being front and forward in public with this?
As my guest would say, he's doing it 100. It's really good, I think. It's the best way to confront any kind of scandal, if you want to call it, or allegation, or things like that. If you can get out in front of the story, you're much better off. And, take it from me. I mean, I do a show in which people are asking for forgiveness all the time. We're forgiving people, and I think that if you're honest with them, they'll forgive you.
Yeah, owning up to things.
People forgive, they also just forget after a while. You obviously have a huge fan base. You mentioned Jerry Springer before. When he walks down the street, people always chant Jerry. Yeah. What's the #1 thing fans ask you or tell you when they see you?
It's very simple. I mean, I walk down there, if they recognize it, hey, Maury. I am not the father.
Of course.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's good. All right, the show isn't just the DNA and lie detectors and all that stuff. You also have some great talent that's come through. The Most Talented Kids segments, some of the fun stuff, and some of those kids have actually turned into stars. Right. For example, watch this video.
Hunter, aren't you a little too young to be dumping anybody? At your age.
I just didn't want to get more than that, because I was restless having those girls on my mind, and I was like, oh no.
So cute.
You're talking girlfriend issues with now country star Hunter Hayes way before he hit it big.
Can you imagine that?
What do you remember most from him?
He's huge.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he played the accordion on my show. I mean, now he's become this, I think it was his precociousness. I mean, he was just terrific. I mean, this small little kid, he had a great vocabulary, very articulate, and a great smile.
And super adorable right away, right?
Very adorable. Still adorable. I think he'd ever come back on Maury for maybe a Look Where They Are Now segment.
I think what we wanted him to, we had a 2,500th show, and I think we asked him, but he was busy.
All right.
Busy country stars.
Since we're going down memory lane quickly, we wanted to do this. We have to throw it back to last year. One of your female guests went viral for looking like Ted Cruz's doppelganger, at least in a screenshot. She was on stage with you. Did you notice the resemblance right away, or not until after?
I didn't until I saw it. When I saw it, and when it was either on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, it was remarkable.
It really was. Yeah, the internet went crazy with it.
Sure. You've had some great celebrity guests on the show. If you could give anyone in media or pop culture a lie detector test, who would be and why?
Wow. Who would that be? Well, first of all, I would love to give the president of North Korea a lie detector test to find out if he actually does have a nuclear warhead that can fit on that missile.
There's some very important things that we'd like to find out. Yes.
I'd like to know that.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll start with that, and then we'll see what else happens.
And then, of course, many other world leaders can come on.
How about all of them?
How about every world leader, right? To see how involved they've been in things that have been going on. All right. Last question. 20 years with the Maury Show. Any end in sight? What's the future hold?
Well, I mean, I used to tell my wife, I thought I was scheduled for assisted living soon, but apparently, NBC, which owns my show, they're very excited about it. They like it. It's very popular. And I'll go on as long as they want me and as long as my audience wants me. I I have no plans. I mean, and the money's good.
Yeah,
Oh, we love
absolutely.
it, yeah.
Not a bad gig. Thank you so much for stopping
Good
by.
to
It's
see
so
you.
good. So good to talk to you guys. Check your local listings to watch new episodes of The Maury Show right now. All right, guys, let's check in with Facebook Live.
Yes, we've been asking you guys what celebrity you'd get inked on your body.
Yeah, Maury, do you have any suggestions? Who would you get inked on your body if you could? You know, like a celebrity tattoo. Is there anyone?
Well, in his day, I'd put Tiger Woods there.
There you go. Tiger Woods. Megan says Scott Eastwood. And Charlene says John Cena. They're rolling in.
Okay, they're rolling in.
No, Bridget wants to know what
we would get. I'm too indecisive for that. I would say maybe Emma Stone or something, like a girl crush.
I'm sticking with what I said. It's not The Rock's face. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's, like, I want an
Body?
overlay
Really?
of his chest
want,
and his abs.
Oh, no,
like, tattooed on.
You don't want the tattoo.
Yeah.
You want the real deal.
No, I want, like, not his tattoo, like the muscular.
Abs onto
you can.
No,
you
I
can
don't think
try.
you can.
Anyway, guys, this has been quite a festive show. Thank you for all the comments.
Yes, thank you.
Coming up tomorrow, the hilarious cast of Fuller House talks about what it's like to go camping with John Stamos. It's just what we've always wanted to know. Plus-size model Tess Holliday also joining us live to give us all the details on her brand new book.
Yes, and thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Chris Harrison. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Chris Harrison. This is One Last Thing. My last big splurge would be, probably not sexy, but it was sexy to me, wine. I'm a wine guy. You think how expensive can wine be? It can be really expensive. The last time I laughed so hard I cried, probably when I was on the set of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and a guy named Rob Riggle came and played. Laughed until I cried when Riggle was playing. Last TV show I binge watched, Jason Bateman in Ozarks. Phenomenal. Check it out. My last guys' night. Impromptu, Labor Day, cooked a bunch of ribs, watched UCLA, Texas A&M, huge upset. That was my last good guys' night.